Hold on a second.
Hold on.
We got
to intro the teaser.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the RugCast. Remember,
RugCast.
Got to always remember
the RugCast.
There's a way you have to do things, and
okay.
And we call this the biz.
I'm used to being in charge.
This is not the carpet binding business. This is the biz.
All right, the RugCast.
This is the RugCast.
All right, but now can I be in charge
Spotify,
for one question?
Right?
Okay.
Or an Apple, right? You
YouTube.
can listen to us. YouTube.
Same with us.
YouTube.
Yes. So, anyway, Mal's here.
You got the mic, Mal. Go for it.
He's been dying to ask Greg and I some questions.
I'm going to let you guys in on something. We're supposed to be asking them questions too for our podcast, but here
you go.
I do what Phil says, but I get one question.
You are a good listener.
I know. See, it's the dad figure. My dad said something. That's it. You're doing it. So put the brakes on.
Would you mind asking me a question? I've been dying to answer questions.
All right, you ready? All right. So, as being the preeminent rug cleaner,
yes, we are. Castician is the greatest,
the biggest.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
your reach.
Yes.
Okay.
We're big.
Okay. You guys with ARCS, the ARCS Association.
Yes.
Okay. So Association of Rug Cleaning.
We became part of that association through Rug Renovating, who we acquired in 2023.
Paul.
Yep, Paul
Right.
Iskin.
Okay. So involvement with ARCS. Why the hesitation over the years to be fully involved or immersed in it? What would be your guys' reasoning for not always being there? Because you guys have been around forever. No one's been around longer than you.
I'm gonna tell you what. For me, it was like in 1980 when I took over.
Yeah.
I was just cleaning rugs, and when we started getting heavily involved, like I was taught how to clean rugs. I was taught the business. I didn't think I needed to know more because we were dealing with the best rugs in the world, like the craziest, best rugs in the world.
Yeah.
17th century carpets from the Hearst family. I can name all the names. I was just dealing with that. And I wasn't thinking about like what's out there because, this is New York. This is New York, the epicenter of everything that happens in the world. And we were the New York Yankees. We were the number one.
You're busy.
So does George Steinbrenner worry about what,
everyone else does?
The Wilpons were doing? No, I don't. They don't worry about it. So that's why, and I don't mean to discredit anybody. I was just very focused on.
Whenever I would go and exhibit,
I
would always expect to see you guys there, rug renovating, and I never did.
Right. So we were just dealing with, important customers and important rugs. And, and we did recently in 2023, we acquired Rug Renovating, who was a member.
Yeah.
They've been a member for many years. They were also on the board of ARCS for years, I think, in the past. And we decided that it made sense for us and that acquisition for us to continue an involvement at that level.
Maybe potential acquisitions that you're targeting in the industry, in the ARCS world?
I really feel like our goal with them is to, now that we have established who we are and what we are, there's maybe something we can learn.
Now.
Yeah.
But
there's more time.
Yeah. Like, look, just because we are who we are, we do what we do, that doesn't mean we can't learn more. It doesn't mean that we can't be better. That's really what we want to do. Greg and I, we talk all the time about what else can we do in what we do to be better at what we do. And
you go through different phases. Like right now, the acquisitions have taken up so much time.
Right.
Before that, it was family on top of you to get work done.
Right. That's correct.
Right.
I was,
But now you're the, big chief. Two big chiefs.
I would say we are the largest privately held high-end Oriental rug cleaning company in the country.
For sure. I couldn't come up with another.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make any sense.
I would like to compare.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, if there is one, that would be, God bless them, but I couldn't imagine having.
There's one out in Detroit.
There is one.
Yeah.
Detroit, yeah.
Hagopian.
Hagopian's enormous.
Yeah, they're very, very big from what I understand.
Yes.
But
nice people too. Really, really
from
nice
what I
people.
understand, they're great. Are they a member of ARCS?
Yes, I think so.
I
And I haven't been.
would be delighted to meet them.
Yeah, I haven't
And
been to an ARCS convention in a while, and I don't have as much contact with the association that I used to. They came to our shop for
Right.
one of the stops when they actually went to Paul's place. Paul opened up the doors that one year, pre-COVID. That was a
Look,
while ago.
I believe that we would be happy and willing to host
I
a
think you should.
ARCS convention, but we don't have, I believe, the right place in terms of
Meeting
there's
rooms.
Well, we can no, that's not our
You could
problem.
do that. Okay.
I really think it's they cater towards preferred equipment.
Uh-huh.
Because most of the places that are out there are old Moore.
Yeah, there's a
machine-
partnership. I feel like they have a partnership.
And I don't know for sure, but
It's possible.
we can speculate. And there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. I just feel like
Well, I mean, Tom's heavily entrenched, so I'm sure he spent quite a bit of resources and money and time.
sure.
But I mean,
sure.
the Moore equipment and the Central Force equipment have been, around.
Right, and they also, we're talking about Centrum Force. They bought more,
Right.
so more manufacturing. They were the ones that established the
Time
state of
saving.
the art.
More time saving. That was the
More
the
time
slogan, yeah.
saving, state of the art rug washing plant facility in terms
Right.
of the design and the equipment. But there's been people that have come out with other types of equipment that we've come across that we favor.
Okay.
That is not stuff that they offer.
Okay.
So maybe that's a reason why they would not want to consider. But like maybe they should consider.
If you did do it, I
Right.
can tell you from my experience,
Right.
going to them. This is probably going to come out wrong, but not that they're all the same, but you have all these rug plant owners that know their business, like you said before.
Right.
You know your business. Do something different. Doing it like everyone else does it. I mean, I would, as a member, I'd want something a little different. Like I go to Surfaces, it's pretty much the same thing every year. There's not a lot of things that are different, which is why attendance has become so low because nothing's changed. It's just gotten smaller, so less options.
Greg, what do you think? You've been to a bunch of these places.
What would you do different if
what
you
makes
could?
what makes what we do different than other places?
Technology. Hands down, technology. Whether it's the systems that we use or the machinery that we use, the technology that comes with the machinery or the technology that, our proprietary technology that Phillips worked very closely with, our
Can you clean
in-house tech
faster or
guru.
dry faster than the next mill, even big mills?
No,
big cleaning
so
facilities?
it starts with the interaction with the clients. Okay, it starts with the first phone call. Starts with a pickup. Starts with the web links. It starts with the emails that go out, the notifications that go out, the notifications after pickup, the pictures. Then it comes into the cleaning process. So it's all about technology. And we're not stuck in
Communication.
1950s, 1960s. I think for what we do, we're ahead of the game,
Okay.
and we're going to continue to grow and develop the tech side of the rug cleaning business, so that we continue to grow and we continue to have these conversations. But to answer your question, it's technology.
Technology.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because there's so many great rug cleaners. You have Randy from Renaissance. I mean, you have a million guys out there.
Right.
The D.A. Burns guys have been doing it forever, going back to Brian O'Hallock, who's retired now. That was one of my closer contacts. So there's so many, but
the one thing I've noticed is a lot of the guys are doing the same type of cleaning, right? The cleaning's the cleaning. It's the customer service and how you get your information out to the client. That's the difference.
Yeah.
So I can't sit here. We do a really good job cleaning rugs. We do. We're one of the best. But there are plenty of guys. I have friends in the industry who do amazing work. The difference is the technology.
Yeah. And you have the relevant revenue streams. The shearing after the cleaning, the value-added
does that,
services. No, it's not true.
Sorry.
It's not true. Not everyone has the extra revenue streams. They don't have the shearing. They don't have the wrapping. They clean a rug and it's gone. They're not calling or asking, hey, these are the options. Just get it clean and get it gone.
You know what's probably, and I'm going to piggyback on what Greg's saying. Okay.
I got to jump. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can continue,
Yeah,
right?
You want to cut me out, and I don't want to do this.
How dare you?
Hang on.
All
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, Greg Garion.
I have to go. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Good seeing you, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, make sure we get that
Hope I
acquisition
did
by
you
the end of the
justice here.
day.
We got
a new company coming. We're signing papers. We're switching over ownership while you leave.
All right, so here we are with NC Binding.
Episode 13.
No, we're still on episode 10. But I'm going to piggyback on what Greg said.
Yeah.
So, you've known us a long time, obviously, and in the last 10 years, more intimately with Greg and I,
Yeah.
right? And we have since COVID, since 2020, we've acquired, I'm going to say 7 companies.
It seems like more.
First, it was Majestic,
Mm-hmm.
which, by the way, Majestic was an old established rug
Old,
cleaning facility, more carpet cleaning facility in
Yep.
the Bronx. Howard Katz.
Yep, Howard. I remember
Yeah.
Howard.
And Jeff, Jeff Sackett
Yeah.
was his partner. We just finished our last payment on the acquisition. It was a 5-year buyout.
Okay.
That was our first. Okay.
Right.
Second is Cleantex. Tony, Angie, and John, 2 brothers and a sister in the Bronx. I'm sorry, in North Manhattan, near Harlem,
Okay.
125th Street. Again, a more facility. We acquired them second. Our third was Rug Renovating. Fourth was Boston Rug Cleaning.
Boston, and then the Virginia one too.
Carpet,
that was before
Carpet
that.
Binders was before that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was before. Yeah.
Shahade in Philadelphia, small acquisitions. Okay. Then we acquired AAA down in Morristown, New Jersey, which
Yeah.
is on
That was more
location.
recent.
Coco Badakian up in
Okay.
Winchester,
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Okay.
And then most recently, Manning Brothers. Okay.
It sounds more like 12 to me, but you're probably right. Probably about 8.
Yeah. And in the process of doing so, Greg talked about the technology. So before we started the acquisitions, we worked very diligently on creating a proprietary operating system that works in conjunction with a really large program called NetSuite.
Yeah, you told me about this.
right.
Yes. Which is unique to you guys.
We do. It's our programmer. I work with him. I work with everybody. We figure out workflow. So it's the only, like, there's Service Buddy is the biggest that I know of,
Okay.
and I've researched. There's a few companies out there. They're really, really good CRMs, accounting. We're I think the only proprietary software that we use for all of our companies that integrates inventory. So what happens is when a rug comes in, we take that rug and we give birth to that rug in our inventory system.
Right.
What type it is, the size,
What they're telling you is
where
wrong with
is,
it.
and then we take that rug and we give it a birth certificate. Who does it belong to? Is it Georgie just had a kid? He's going to have a kid. Well, I'm just kidding.
Are you?
But when he does have a child,
Georgie,
they're
congratulations.
they're going to go to the hospital, and that child is amongst a bunch of children, and they assign the parents.
Yeah.
That's NetSuite. So we take NetSuite and we link it to the item. And now I have given birth to the rug belonging to Mrs. Smith.
Right. You could sell this. We've talked about this.
Well,
before.
hold on a second.
And you shouldn't be.
Our next focus will
Shouldn't
not
be
be acquisitions.
Yeah.
It will be selling our technology.
And I told you, I'll get you on the phone with my friend who's
Yeah.
the leading seller of super smart mathematician. Literally almost should have been a mathematician, but he's a financial accountant. He worked for Deloitte & Touche, and then went with another firm, Shore Prep, and they ran that up to XYZ dollars, sold it.
Yeah.
But their thing is financial accounting software that, from what I've been told, for corporations is exponentially better than other companies that they compete with. And they sold it already. They're on another company they're building up. But that's what you should do, is sell that system, how to
so
implement
you
it.
asked me earlier,
Yeah.
why do I go to ARCs?
Right.
Because everybody at ARCs in this industry potentially is a client
Right.
of our software.
Yeah.
We may not want to acquire them.
Uh-huh.
What we learned about acquisitions is if you acquire a company that cleans 20 rugs a day, you still have to clean the rugs.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you sell somebody a license with your technology, you don't have to do anything. The work has already been done. You're giving them the rights to use your technology.
Yeah.
All the hard work and development has been done.
There's so many great ARCS members that want to learn, they want to get better, they want to get stronger, they want to do things easier. That's a no-brainer. I mean,
Oh,
just the
yeah.
technology side, sometimes it'll get overlooked, even with us. The way we do things is so antiquated, but it works, and there's no way we're going to change certain things.
I thought you were going to
and
ask
certain
me a
things
hard
are.
question. I'm a little disappointed with the question.
Well, it wasn't an easy one.
You have a hard one you want to ask me?
A hard question. If I do, then you have to answer. You made me answer before.
Truth or dare?
Okay, give us a good story with someone you won't do business with no matter what. Do you have that?
That's a
Company
great
out there.
question.
Yeah.
You know what? It's an interesting question.
Yeah.
You know, I learned a long time ago that the best money you can make is the money off of someone you don't like. So
Yeah.
I don't know if
You don't even know if you can.
I don't know.
And you never turn someone down and be like, you know what, it's better we don't talk. Or best.
The only reason why I would ever turn someone down is because if I feel like the liability
or
of
unethical
doing
or,
a job. Look, we've worked for all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Some of them are in jail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some of them are very famous.
One of them should be in jail that we talked about on episode 4.
Yeah. So it wouldn't stop me necessarily
Right.
from answering a call and providing a service.
Yeah.
What would stop me from doing that is if I was put into a scenario where the risk of actually doing something it just was not worth the reward.
Yeah.
And that could be like it may not be the person. It may be the rug.
Right.
You know, I would say, hey, I just don't see this happening with this rug.
Right. Or it's not what you think it is.
Yes. Yes. So short of that, no. Like I said, we've done business with all kinds.
Yeah.
You know.
I learned, my dad told me a story of someone he's very, very good friends with to this day. He's even older than my dad, but he's a client and demanding,
Right.
and pushy, but also the most fun, great, fun-loving guy you'd ever meet. But for work, was always demanding. At one point, I think my dad said to him, like, buddy, what are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish here? And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, you're a pain in the, to deal with. He goes, do I pay my bills? Do I pay them faster than just about anybody else? And and he go and give you a lot of business, which he did, and he was right. He's like, yeah, then, and I can do whatever I want. I'm not insulting anybody. I just want it when I want it. That's it.
Just a different type of guy.
Yeah, and they became like really, really, really good friends. We had to have it at a trade show one time. Customer I detested, couldn't stand him. He'd come to a show when I was in my early 20s, and I was green, and he would come in and just complain about the machine
Mr. Weiner.
Oh my God. For machine he's had working for 30 years.
Right.
One
Yeah.
machine they worked
Made
for 30 years.
thousands and thousands
Hey,
of
I
dollars.
got a yarn and the color was off. I go, well, it's, serum. It's cotton. Every once in a while, you're going to have a dye lot variance. What do your chart from 40 years ago isn't today. And even today's chart, there could be variance still because you change inventory, you roll it over. Anyway, after about 5 or 6 years of it, so I was in my later 20s, I would say 28, 29. He came in the booth, first day, first minute. And you're there to sell. You're not there to, I'm not a technician anyway.
Mr. Weiner walks in.
Oh, he walks right in. Mal, blah, 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 blah. Serum. I'm going to tell you something. Turn around and get out of here. I'm not doing this. Every year it's the
You
same
can say
thing.
whatever you want on Spotify, by the way.
I know. I try not to curse. Even I struggle with it. I'm a cursor. And then he got mad at me. He goes, I've been buying from your grandfather. I said, but all you do is whine and complain. Everything's fine all year, but you come here and complain about things you shouldn't be complaining about. Long story longer, we fast forward a couple years later. I'm at a trade show. I'm in trouble. We got our whole shipment destroyed. Guys from Texas, my buddy Mark helped me uh, fix the table motor and stand that got crunched. Still looked like hell, but at least we could use it.
Functional.
One other machine completely gone. Then the serger, which is our bread and butter at the aircraft show, everything got hit from the front. So all the tensions
Don't tell me
crunched.
Mr. Weiner came to the rescue?
He came in the booth he goes, "What happened to this machine?" And I'm like, "Oh, this guy, I don't, not today." He goes, "Let me see if I can fix it."
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look
So
at that.
he sits down for 2 hours, tries to fix it. I'm like, "Serum, please, you have better things to do. There's no way you can fix it. I'm going to try to fix it." He went at it for 2 hours. So from that moment forward, we became great friends. And then his wife started coming to the shows with him.
Was she worse?
Huh?
Was she a worse
No.
Weiner? Oh, she was nice at least.
She's sweet, loving, beautiful. So my payback to Serum, sorry. My payback to Serum, I would flirt with his wife, give her hugs. She'd come hug me. He goes, "Your love affair. Go ahead, go hug your boyfriend." He'd walk in, she'd give me a hug. I'd give her a hug. We'd talk. And, but she was more like me.
Right.
And I guess that, whatever. And then me and him became good friends. And to this day, he's retired. But every once in a while, we still talk on the phone, and I'll go out of my way to call him. And I valued him. But for a while, it was that initial impression. I couldn't stand him. Drove me crazy.
In the mid 70s, I used to be a helper on the truck.
Okay.
So I would work with Jerry Cicatella. So he started with my grandfather, was with my mother. He ended up working for me. But Jerry was an amazing delivery guy.
Okay.
And in the 70s, my grandfather was still alive. He was running the business. And there was a client that lived at 61st and Park, and they had about 10 rugs. And every year we would pick up the rugs to clean, like a lot of clients
Annual,
did
yeah.
back in the day. And I just remember them as a helper on the truck. They were just very difficult people.
Okay.
So in 1980, when I took over the business, I get a call, and it's from the sisters, the two clients,
Okay.
the two ladies. And they said, "Oh, we'd like for you to come to the house and give us an estimate to clean the rugs." So I took my rug cleaning stuff off. And in those days, you wore a suit. I would go to apartments house,
Okay.
customers' houses
Yeah.
as Mr. Kostikian.
Yeah.
I would wear a suit. I'm a 21, 22-year-old
I was
kid.
going to say, yeah.
I was young. I go there, and I wrote an estimate up. It was for $15,000 to clean and repair the rugs. Okay. When can you come and pick them up? I said, well, we could pick them up on August the 1st. Great. We'd like them delivered back on the 15th of September. Pick up the rugs. Okay. I sent them a letter estimate asking for a 50% deposit. They ignore. Right. They say, well, we never paid a deposit with your grandfather. Okay. Pay me. So then pay me when we deliver the rugs. On the 15th of September, I go with Jerry. Now I don't have the suit on anymore. I'm a helper.
Delivery guy.
We deliver all the rugs. We put all the rugs down. Jerry says, "Madam, I understand you have a check for us." She says, "I told Mr. Kostikian I would mail the check." Now there I am standing there. I said, "I'm Mr. Kostikian." She looks at me like, "Oh my God." I said, You told me you would have a check for $15,000?" She goes, "Well, I have to get my accountant. He has to write you the check." I said, "It's no problem." I said, "When we get the check, you can have your rugs." I said, "Jerry, let's go back." So we start rolling up the rugs.
Yeah.
So she comes running with the checkbook. "Your grandfather would never do this." I said, "Well, my grandfather's no longer with us, and I have to pay the bills now. So this is how we'll have to do business."
Yeah.
And I learned a
You did nothing wrong.
I learned a very valuable lesson.
Yeah.
In this business, in the rug cleaning business, you have to secure your money.
Yeah.
When
I came in, our payables were outrageous. Receivables were outrageous. I mean, and I'm like, "Dad, what are you guys doing?" He's like, "Well, it's always been that way, your grandfather." And he goes, "Mal, this is better. I've made it better."
A lot of money on the street.
He goes, "I don't have time to do this." I said, "Well, I'll make that my first project." And I whip people into shape.
You take credit cards
Yeah,
too, right?
every major credit card.
Right.
One customer. This is one of our best stories ever. One customer, I called him. And now, to this day, Very, very, very close. If he calls for advice on something, he'll ask me, not even my dad.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure he does, or Mark, but me and him have become a lot closer. He's tough. So I called. Said, hi, this is Mal from NC Carpet Binding. Hey, Mal, how are you? Very gruff. Good, good, good. Hey, listen, there's some past due invoices. Before I could go further, he said, what do you mean? I said, well,
I mean, you owe me money.
I said, well, we're net 30 days payable over the years.
Yeah.
They've let people extend terms, but we really would like to get closer to net 30. Like, I was very professional.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you know who I am? I said,
Oh,
no, sir.
here we go
Yeah,
again.
like, very close to my dad and my grandfather, and my Uncle Joe, and even Mark at that point. And I said, no, and I frankly don't care.
Exactly.
I said, I took enough of this abuse over the phone. Like, now I'm going to stand up. He goes, I think you better hang up, and I think you better go tell your dad or Mark that we had this conversation. And if you don't, and I don't hear back from you, something to that degree, then I'm in the car tomorrow. And I didn't say anything out of line other than disrespected him. I tell Mark. Mark says,
Oh boy.
oh my God,
Oh
get
boy.
on the phone. This is like a,
Yeah.
heavy duty, not a killer,
Right.
but what happened? I would have gotten beat up fairly well. So I called him, and it was fine. Like, he wasn't mad. And I apologized. I said, listen, sorry I made the comment I did, but it was based on what he goes, I know what I said. He goes, sorry, it's going to be okay, but I'm glad you called. That was it. And since then, when he would call, I would ignore the call already. He got scared.
Right.
And then a couple of times I would pick it up. I didn't realize it was him. I'm like, oh, hi, Bruce. He goes, hey, Mal, how you doing? Couldn't be nicer. And that was it. Squashed. Done. But for a while, I was looking over my shoulder. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never thought that would happen.
Meanwhile, he did all the aggression, and I could be aggressive.
Yeah.
But when Mark told me, this is like real roughneck, tough guy.
Wow.
That would have been a problem. When I
That
met
would-
him, I realized I would have been in deep trouble. Even in my 20s, I would have been in big trouble.
Big guy, huh?
Big and just thick. Not tall, just a thick, muscle-bound guy. Like, he'd pick up a 15-footer,
I
throw
can't
it over his
imagine
shoulder.
getting in a physical altercation with a client.
No, I'm not a fighter. I told you before.
I mean, you're a
7
lover.
episodes ago, I'm a mama's boy.
You are a mama's boy.
I fought twice. I won.
What's your
They
favorite meal
They regret fighting me. Favorite meal?
that your mom makes?
Oh my gosh. Favorite meal that my mom makes.
Oh my
There's
God.
a French dish, and I don't even know the name of it, but it's rice with like those little skinny French Italian noodles that are in there with it.
Yeah.
And then it's basically like almost like a beef bourguignon, but different over that rice. When she makes it, it's just lights out. It's a French dish.
You'll fly from anywhere for that meal.
I could.
Yeah.
I try to space it out because I don't want to
Yeah.
get used to it. I want to have it like twice a year and just like love it.
And she knows. She knows.
She
that-
knows.
She
She's like,
knows.
do you want that? I'm like, no, let's do this today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever I fly in, I get everything. My dad's like, oh, we're cooking this
Did your
week,
mom
huh?
used to make you lunch for school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's been the same 7 things back then. And we kind of do the same thing now with the kids, but
You've met our son, my son, right, Jeff?
of course.
Yeah. So Jeff's, he's carpet prince. Hashtag carpet prince.
Okay.
See him on Instagram. He's great, and he's involved in the family business. So he was going to Seton Hall Prep. You're familiar with Seton
Yeah,
Hall?
of course.
You're
We live
familiar.
right
Right down the street,
20
right?
minutes away, yeah.
And my wife noticed he's like, all of a sudden his appetite got a little heavier, like he was asking for 2 sandwiches,
Oh, boy.
right?
Yeah.
So she used to make wraps for him every day. And then years later, after he's graduated, we're hanging out at the shore and he's like, yeah, I used to sell one of the sandwiches every day for lunch because the wraps were so good. So he would ask for the
I thought
second
you were going to
wrap.
say someone was trying to beat him up,
No,
hold him up for his lunch.
No, he would sell. People wanted the sandwich.
He was entrepreneuring.
And he was like, Mom, you make me a second one today? And she's like, sure. Now, as a mother,
As a mother, you
mama's
do it.
boy, you
Yeah.
ask, and they do, right?
And now I'm. This is kind of weird, Georgie. No judgment, but I'm kind of the mom because I cook.
Look at you.
So I'm like the old school mom and the new school
Look at
body.
you.
So I cook, and the kids will be like, "I want this or I want that," and of course, Daddy's got to make it.
So what's your breakfast? What do you like to cook the most?
I like to cook comfort foods. more than
Comfort
anything else.
foods.
So like,
Smash burgers.
well, everyone loves burgers, but like braised short ribs or it takes all the stuff always takes time. Something that takes forever, which is annoying. I like to make my own pizza, but braised short ribs will be something fancier with white wine,
Okay.
red wine reduction, all that good stuff.
You have to talk to Jeff.
Jeff cooks too.
His name is Chef Jeff.
Chef Jeff. We'll have a cook-off.
Ask him about the pizza he makes on the grill.
Okay.
He makes pizza on the grill.
Okay.
Can't imagine that, right?
Well, my friend Joe used to do it, and the times that I tried it, it would stick, and I would just chuck it.
Okay.
Drove me crazy.
Look at that.
I tried twice.
Who wants to talk about binding when
I
you
don't
could
wanna
talk
wa-
about
I
pizza
don't
on
want
the
to waste
grill?
pizza though, so I never. 2 times I tried it. 2 times I failed. I punted.
Now, Jeff, because like you
Coach
said,
me up.
we don't have at Castigan. We have no secrets.
No secrets.
You can ask us about how to cook a pizza on a grill if you wanted to.
And you can get it done.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
Chef Jeff
Chef Jeff.
and Chef Mal.
Hey, we're gonna have to roll these 17 episodes we just took into one, so I can get it on our podcast, NC Shop Talk.
Right. When are we going to go on this podcast? When?
We tried.
Let's talk about your podcast.
You guys are too busy for me.
We do it remote, right?
And then I messed up the time because we changed it so much.
Well, Vegas was a mess
Disaster.
because
What
that
are we
was
going to talk about?
so in Vegas. We were supposed to go on your podcast, but don't forget that enormous snowstorm
Yes.
that happened.
We were going to
So
do
the
something
flights were delayed, and we were supposed to be there Tuesday morning,
early before anyone came in.
right? But I couldn't get out Monday in order to do it Tuesday morning. So that was what caused that. But we'll do it. I mean, it's
We'll do something. We're going to get it done.
talking.
Easy.
How hard is to talk?
Not hard.
No.
Then the tables turn.
How's that?
Then I'm going to ask all the questions.
You still have time.
We had a 50-50 split here. It went to 98-2. Like that.
Because you're so interesting.
So boring. Completely boring.
Well, what is it that you want to ask me about?
Am I on the Mount Rushmore of episodes so far? Am I leading the charge? Am I the first president? Where am I?
I love you.
I love you.
You
too.
know that. I
Yes.
love you.
Yeah.
I love the whole NC binding. But it's not. I don't dictate what's on Mount
All
Rushmore.
right, Burning House.
It really is going to be views.
Yeah.
It's the viewers that dictate Mount Rushmore. Am I
Who
right?
did you, Georgie?
It's the
How did I
views.
do? Bang. Right there.
There you go.
That just happened.
Yes. Yeah.
That.
So you
just
are on
happened.
Georgie's Mount Rushmore.
I'm on Georgie's. I got to get to you then. I feel like Greg would blow smoke and
I
tell
would
me I was
say
great,
this,
but I feel
are
like
so
you are
mu-
going to be difficult.
You know, you are so much easier to talk to
Okay.
because you talk. You exchange. It's easy. It's no. There's no effort.
Yeah.
It comes naturally.
You're going to come across a podcast where your guest is not going to want to talk. It's going to drive you insane. I had one.
Yeah, that's really.
If it wasn't in the beginning, I would have pulled the plug and just canceled it, but I didn't have the guts to do it.
Really.
It was horrible. Every question was a one-word answer. No explanation. You asked for to elaborate on something. And it wasn't done with malicious intent.
I
Just
don't
the
know what
guest
I
did
would
not
do.
want us. The guest didn't want to talk.
But you have described the ability to have some gumption.
Yeah. I'm usually not afraid of much. My dad
But what happened there?
taught me that. I don't know.
You got the microphone.
I
froze
can't
you?
give away. If I talk anymore, I'm going to give away who it is. But based on
No. We don't want.
based on who it was, and it wasn't a bad person at all.
Is this
I
person
liked
in
the
the carpet industry?
I liked the person, but
Got
they
it.
were just a bad guest. They wouldn't
Automotive?
elaborate, wouldn't share, couldn't get
Automotive?
much out of it. Can't say.
Oh, I think we hit on something, ladies and
Can't say.
gentlemen.
Well, I mean,
we know that's not the
45
car.
out of the 51 episodes have been automotive, so good luck.
Okay.
But you could hear the frustration in the episode, which I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't know. I don't want to be frustrated with a guest, but it was frustrating.
Well,
It happens.
what is your greatest, other than this, your greatest media experience in your life?
This is the greatest day of my life.
I mean, aside from this, we got to put this to the side.
What's the greatest
Media experience in your entire life.
greatest media?
That's a great
experience?
question.
I don't have that many. What do I look like? Tom Cruise?
Why don't you ask me that? That's a very good question to ask me. I've been in the media a long time.
All right. What's your greatest experience in the media or with the press?
I did a hour episode on Martha Stewart.
Really?
Yes.
I like Martha Stewart.
Love Martha Stewart. You know, she's from Belleville, New Jersey.
Is she?
Jersey
Did not
girl.
know that.
Yes.
Okay.
So she had bought a house up in Maine, right? And in the house were a dozen or so rugs. So she drove the rugs down from Maine to our warehouse in Long Island City.
Mhm.
And she drops the rugs off and she tells her producer, like, this would be a great place to do an episode.
Okay.
And I got called the next day, and we ended up doing a shoot there. And I was on Martha Stewart. I was in her magazine,
Wow.
and then she had a channel on Sirius where I used to do appearances. But I did
Look at you.
well, back in those days, I was younger than you are right now. I was probably in my 30s. I was in my mid-30s back then.
Martha hitting on you in any way?
Yeah, actually, we had an affair,
Okay.
Martha and I.
How'd that go?
Well, it was before Snoop,
Okay. Pre-Snoop.
pre-Snoop.
Now you got competition. They're so funny
He's not
together.
really. I mean, Snoop is cool. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
he's not competition. Let's be honest.
They are funny together.
They're great.
They make me
the
laugh.
dynamics of
Yeah.
the two of them at the Olympics. They're at the Olympics. Like,
Oh, together. Yeah.
look, she is not. She's the Betty White of now, right?
Okay.
Remember Betty White?
Betty
how
White.
like she was.
Love Betty White. I love Golden Girls. I have 2 Golden Girls t-shirts.
So she's the golden girl right now.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart is like the golden girl, and Snoop is like the golden weed smoker.
So getting back to the affair. Joking, serious. Did you really date her for a while?
Yeah, like, there was this place there was this motel that we used to go to in Belleville that she, like, it was like the thing with her, it was like the first time she ever did it so we would go back to that motel.
We're not filming this, are we?
No, I'm just kidding. Of course, everybody, that's where I got the idea of the RugCast, if you get what I'm saying.
So we can edit. Editing at its finest.
I don't think we want to edit that. I think we want that on the air.
Martha, I'm going to apologize for my friend.
No, I'm just look. I owe a lot to Martha Stewart. She was when I was younger in the business.
Yeah.
Her coming in and doing a show, it helped just really grow our business. To just being on her television show we were on for 2 episodes,
Wow.
2 half-an-hour episodes. It's pretty cool.
I always liked her. She
was great. She was
tremendous.
great.
My mom would
Yeah.
watch her. We'd watch her together. I'd watch her on my own.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, 'cause
And
I like to cook.
so I'm just obviously kidding about the affair, but yeah, I think the world of her. So
That's good.
anyway, look, we left it on I hate to say bang, but
Yeah.
we left it with a good.
Going out with a bang. That never happened.
Thanks for coming again, my friend.
Thanks, buddy.
All right,
Episode 17 in the books.
take care, everybody.